Hey everyone, welcome to Flavors and Fragrance Recipes. Today in my kitchen I am making chana masala. I make chana masala in two types. One is the regular chana masala, which is not going to be black in color but brown in color or reddish in color. And the second one is pindi chole. Pindi chole recipe I will share some other time. Today we are making chana masala. So for this I have taken 1.5 cup of Kabuli chana and have soaked this overnight. Okay, so as you can see, these chanas are looking like this now the next day after soaking them overnight. Now to this we are going to basically cook this chana in pressure cooker. Okay, so to this I am going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Then I am going to add half a teaspoon of baking soda or baking powder, whichever is there in your kitchen. And I have also put a lot of water, and now it's covering the chanas. And now we are going to bring this chana to a whistle. We are going to do around 8 to 10 whistles. The first whistle we are going to keep our gas on high flame, and then the remaining 8 to 10 whistles will be done on slow flame. So let's cook this chana in the pressure cooker. Now as you can see, these are our Kabuli chanas. These are now cooked in our pressure cooker with 10 whistles, and this is how they look. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a paste of these. Okay, so I took half cup of cooked boiled chana and now I have made it into a paste, and this is how it looks. And this paste is thick like this much consistency, and this will give a good binding. Okay, so our kadai is there and we have put in 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil, and now we are going to start cooking. First I am going to put some asafoetida, that is pinch of hing, into this. Jeera, that is around half to 1 teaspoon of jeera. Then I am going to put 2 to 3 black cardamoms, then 2 to 3 bay leaves, and to this I am going to put around 4 big chopped onions. Now we are going to fry these onions a little bit translucent, and then we will put our ginger garlic paste. Let's fry these onions till they are little translucent, transparent. So it's 5 minutes now, and this is how our onions are looking, translucent, transparent. And this is the time I am going to put around 2 to 3 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste to this mixture. Now let's fry this ginger garlic paste in this chopped onion so that the raw smell goes. And now we will cook this onion ginger garlic paste till it's light golden brown. Now till our onions are cooking, now let's make a paste of our masala. I generally like to make a paste of my masala before I put them in the onion ginger garlic paste. So I'm going to take half a teaspoon of turmeric, 2 to 3 tablespoons of dhania jeera powder, then 2 to 3 tablespoons of red chili powder. This can be as per your taste. Then 2 to 3 tablespoons of chana masala powder. Now this is a homemade, otherwise you can put MDH or Everest chana masala powder, anything will do. Half a teaspoon of salt, that too as per your taste, you can adjust. Now I'm going to add little bit of water and try to make it a thick paste. Basically this is called as a ghol in Hindi. So this dhaba style cooking, you know what happens is they use this kind of a thick paste. So why this is done is because this enhances the flavor as well as the taste of the chana masala. And now this paste we are going to put in our onion and ginger garlic mixture. So what will happen is it will give more natural color, a very good color, as well as all the flavors will fry nicely without getting burnt in the onion and ginger garlic mixture. Now see, this is how our onions are. They are not completely brown, but they are little light golden brown, and this is the color that we want. We are now going to add our masala paste that we have already made. I'll put in some more water, a half or 1 tablespoon of water, and just clear this bowl. And now we will fry these into our onion ginger garlic paste for approximately at least till it releases its oil. And as you can see, it's looking good. And now my flame is on low, so I'm not going to increase the flame. So let's cook it. If you want, you can cover it, otherwise leave it just like that and cook it for at least 10 minutes till the oil separates. Masala is cooking for last 3 to 5 minutes, and see how it's looking like this. And I still need to release its oil, so we'll cook it further for another 5 to 7 minutes. Now you can see that the oil has been released, and to this I am going to add 3 chopped tomatoes now. And we have to cook till the tomatoes are soft and mushy, and till it releases the oil further. Now at this point I want to give one tip, that you can add a half cup of water to this if your masala is sticking to the kadhai. And now cook this till the tomatoes are soft. Cover it with a lid and let it cook for 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes, and now you can see that our tomatoes are cooked nicely soft and mushy, and it has also released oil. So at this point we are going to put our boiled chanas and also the boiled chana paste that we had made earlier. I just want to give you one tip over here, and that is, if you feel that your masala is sticking to the kadhai or the pan in which you are cooking, then you can add half cup of water. Preferably try to add the same water that you have used in the pressure cooker, because it will have that all the flavors. And at this point we are going to add our boiled chanas. Along with this, I am also going to add the paste that I made in the beginning, the chana paste. This will give a good binding to our recipe. Now let's mix all this together. I don't add anything else like amchur powder or anything, because this is not pindi chole, this is my chana masala. So I will leave it like this only. I'm not going to add any tangy flavor. So let's cook this for another 5 to 10 minutes. We will cover it with a lid, and on high flame we will cook it for another 5 to 10 minutes till it releases its oil, and then we will garnish with coriander leaves. Now it's 5 minutes and it's looking like this, but we will still cook it further. Now at this point you can even taste the consistency of your salt and red chili powder or your chana masala powder, and we will cook it further till it releases its oil. So let's cook it further for another 5 minutes. Now let's add chopped coriander leaves, garnish it, and I'm going to still cook it further because I still want it to release some more oil. So I'll just garnish this with coriander leaves first, and then let's mix it nicely. And I have tasted also, it's yummy. The spice and the salt is all perfect the way I want. You can always adjust it as per your taste. And this is a chana masala, and that's why it's red in color. This is how I get in my kitchen. And let's further cook it for another 5 to 7 minutes till it releases oil, and then it's all done. Do try this recipe in your kitchen, and please subscribe to my channel for more such home cooking made with love. And Let me know in the comments if you have tried this recipe at your home and how did you like it. So our chana masala or chole masala is ready. See how nicely it's cooked, and it's so nice and thick, and the color is beautiful, and I have tasted also, and it's very tasty. So it's ready to serve. Serve this chana masala with bhature, or you can serve it with plain paratha also. Please subscribe to my channel and see you until next time. I come with some nice new recipe made from my kitchen with love. Bye bye.